Now, how did you decide to do a gym? I mean, a lot of people would have, gone and done some other transportation-related thing, or maybe tried to get back into the internet, but you went the fitness route. So
yeah, I could have. The typical thing for me to do is try to start my own logistics company.
Right.
But I want to do something I was passionate about. What people say is if you're going to be successful in business, you have to love what you're doing. You have to be passionate about it. And at that point, I was so burned out from doing logistics for that long. It really wasn't my niche in life. I've been working out since I was 10 years old, or maybe even younger. Watched my diet the whole time. It was really what I loved to do. So at that point, I looked at some other franchises. Some of the sport-specific training.
Right.
That they were so new to the marketplace that to get financing for that was very difficult.
Okay.
So,
do you think there's a big market for those, sports-specific?
I think there is.
Okay.
Most parents want their kids to be good athletes.
I was going to say it's oriented towards probably a teenage type of market.
And I looked at that, and it was great to teach kids how to be good at athletics, but unfortunately, I would be spending time with other people's kids when I want to be with mine.
Okay.
So, from 3:30 until 9 o'clock at night is when the facilities are really busy. So that's when I would have had to be there. So I thought more about what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and I love being in the gym.
Now you're a bodybuilder too. We should mention that.
I'm a bodybuilder.
Okay.
Of course. Hope to be better than what I am, but it's a lifelong journey to be a bodybuilder. So.
Right.
And with that, I decided to open up a gym. I looked at other franchises besides Gold's, but with Gold's Gym, they were purchased by a company that owns the Omni Hotels.
Right.
And with that, they had a very good philosophy. One that met my philosophy in terms of what the facility should have in it and the look of the facility.
Right.
So it isn't the old Gold's Gym, from the 1960s where Arnold Schwarzenegger
or even the 1990s.
Right. Yeah, they've upgraded significantly. This facility is actually more on the smaller side of a Gold's Gym nowadays. If you look at some of the newer ones, they're 25 to 60,000 square feet.
Wow, so 17,000 is, which is what this is okay.
Yeah. So what we try to do with that is have very nice amenities.
Right.
With the child center being as large as it is, the group exercise room, the nice locker rooms, and of course a very nice entryway. And what my thought was when I was building this is I wanted to be the front entrance, a place that people wanted to stay. After the workout, they want to sit and have coffee or shakes.
And we just heard the grinder going over there. Somebody was getting a shake.
Yeah, so the shakes, we do really well in shakes. They taste good. I looked at other franchisees. This is actually another franchise.
Oh, okay.
And I looked at other ones, and this had the best taste. It tastes more like a milkshake than what you see the other shakes. They're more fruity tasting. So these ones people really seem to enjoy. But we wanted the front entrance to be more like a coffee shop. So that was the whole thought behind having a fireplace and a nice juice bar and granite countertops and such.
Okay. And so now let me ask you this. I mean, one thing we've noticed I come over here with Nancy, my training partner, and also partner in this Muscle Ventures small scale, very small scale business. Is we've noticed that the thing we like about the place is that you've got incredible equipment. Okay, for instance, hammer strength, which is fairly rare, particularly in Ann Arbor. I mean, it's higher end, and then you've got Life Fitness, which to me is good enough. I mean, it's sort of, it kind of fits in there with your Nautilus and your others. How did you decide on the equipment that you put in?
Well, like you said, I've been working out since 9, 10 years old, and I've worked out a lot of places that had a lot of different equipment. And when I looked at the overall, what pieces I wanted, I was going through and I was picking each individual piece. I like this one from this company, that one from that company. And eventually I looked at how it would fit in my facility. It just wouldn't fit in here well, and wouldn't have the right look, the look that I wanted for this facility. So at that point I was looking for 1 or 2 companies that I would buy equipment from. And in the end, Life Fitness ended up being one. I think their equipment is very grade TV screens.
Okay.
So as you know, almost all the equipment here has its own TV.
Yes, I've seen that on the cardio.
Yeah, and it's hooked up to satellite, so we have 20 channels to choose from.
Yeah, I found the channel selection to be pretty decent. And in fact, I do use it when I'm on one of those. I have to say, when I've seen other gyms put that in, I've not always been the biggest fan. I'm sort of like, why don't you get one of these or one of those instead of a TV set? But when it's there, I appreciate it. Okay.
Yeah, because you go to other gyms and you see, you have to look up at a certain TV.
Right.
Usually either reception's not coming in well if it has the wireless capability, or you have to turn your head in such a way where it's very uncomfortable to do your cardio and watch TV at the same time. So with this, it's nice. You can watch whatever program you want, out of 20, and it helps your workout go faster. In addition, we also have cameras in the child center that are picked up by these TVs. So if you have a child in there, you can keep an eye on them, see how they're doing in there. Parents seem to like that.
Okay.